Hey, you write in chapter one, I love this. It says, I'm called to be a shepherd leader. Attacks will come from both sheep and wolves. You delineate those two. It's what I do in those hard times that show whether I am truly called or merely acting as an armchair shepherd. Can you unpack that? There's a lot in that, the delineation, the armchair shepherd. So give
Sure.
us unpack that for us, would you?
Well, let's go kind of backwards. I think that a lot of people understand the terminology of like armchair quarterback. When you
Yeah.
are sitting there in your family room watching the football game, you can tell the quarterback exactly what he should have done, and you can tell
Yeah.
the coach what
Yeah.
play they should have called and when they should or should not have called the timeout. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of people can do that sitting on the sidelines, and they've got no skin in the game. But when you're in
Right.
there and you're getting bit and jostled and bumped and bruised, it's a lot harder to have that kind of perspective. So
Yeah.
I start in part of that chapter saying let's be careful that we're not taking our advice from the armchair shepherds,
Yes.
the ones that aren't in the mix, and telling you how to
Yeah.
do it. But I think that I go back to what Jesus said in John chapter 10. He said, I'm going to set the example for you as the shepherd. I'm going to lay my life down. I will put
Yeah.
myself as a barrier between you and the
Mm,
threats that are coming. And then he goes on to say, those people that run away when the heat is on, they're really just hired hands. And
right.
that's where I want to make sure that we go back to, if God called us, if he called us to that pasture, if he called us to that flock, there was a reason why he placed us there. He knew the skills
Yeah.
and the temperament that we had for that. And I think that a lot of times we get bit and we go, up, I'm out of here. And then I have to wonder, well, so are you called? Did
Right.
Are you sure that God placed you here in this place? So
Right.
before you throw in the staff, step back to think about, okay, did God call me here?
Yeah.
This is where I'm a big fan of like journaling when you're making some decisions. What did God speak to me? What verse came alive? What brother or sister spoke into my life a word of confirmation? I want to write all those
Right.
down, because then I can go back to him and say, yes, God truly called me here. So I need to
Right.
stay in this pasture.
Craig's new book, When Sheep Bite, is available now. To order, go to craigtowens.com.